Hi, I'm Trisha, and welcome to Flew the Coop. I don't know what's wrong with me today, but I have started this video and I was telling everybody stuff that happened on my Punderson State Park meetup that's in Northeast Ohio. And I was all over the place. I was talking from the middle of the meetup to the beginning to the end, and it was just like, so anyways, I'm going to try and get my head straight. So, so anyways, it was a put on by a gal named Glenna. She is now my friend. I really enjoyed her company. And it was with the butterfly tribe or something. And individuals in that tribe can just have meetups. And so it was kind of like just a local meetup, which I hadn't signed up for. But my friend Judith was in the area, and she decided to put in for this here meetup, and she had got 2 nights of it because she had to get back home. And so she invited me, and she said, well, didn't you want to meet some Ohio people? So thank you, Judith, for getting me out there, because I met some wonderful ladies, and I hope to make lasting friendships with many of them. So I got it all packed up and ready to go, and everything was going fine. And I got on the road, and I'm passing where I would have got off to go to Mohegan River. And I did that a couple weeks ago too. So I think everything's going fine. It's just a few hours away from where I live. And so uh, after driving for a while, I looked down, and I see on my phone at the directions, and it's saying recalculating. And I'm like, it never said get off anywhere. So somehow it had quit talking to me. I don't know if it was mad at me or what, but it didn't talk to me. So I had to get off and find a spot to pull over and turn my phone off and back on. And he started talking to me again. So I guess he wasn't mad at me, but just a little perturbed or something. So I got back on the road, and I met my friend Judith, whom I had met last year, who set this up. And I met her, I don't know what's flying around in my nose. I had met her at the marina at at the state park, and it's really close to the marina's just right down from the camp spot. So, and I knew it was her because she had said, wait until you see this camper van that I have rented. She said, you'll know it because it's not nothing you've ever seen before. Well, there was this, it was a mint green camper van, and you expect them to be white, but this one, and a lot of people at the camp spot thought it was just reflection of the green leaves and stuff onto this, but no, it was mint green. And I can't remember what the license tag said, minty something, I think. But anyways, so I met her there, and we went and signed in and got to what was the spot, because she was going to share her spot with me for the 2 nights. And then I had reserved the other 2 nights in my name, and had to change spots. So I was, we got her leveled, and then I got my camper leveled. So we went on down, because it's just raining off and on, off and on, off and on. And so we went down for the little meet and greet, and all the ladies were really nice. We were sheltered under, like, I don't know what you call those, like a tent with no floor and no walls, just a top part. And it's very buggy out here. um, and the person that was putting it on, her name is Glenna, and she's now my friend, and I hope we have a long friendship. I really enjoyed her company and all the ladies' company. So I can't stress that enough, of how these meetups are so enjoyable. and you get to meet so many nice women. And after a while, you get used to being lost when you're going and your machine recalculating and not knowing exactly where a marina is. Oh my, what was that? I don't know what that one was on me. Um, and it's just, you know, I'm getting used to that. So I think I will be doing a lot more of these. And I think I will have to move. This is not a good spot. So Glenna had arranged for the meetup because she was one of the butterflies. And in the butterfly tribe, anybody can arrange for a meetup. They can be informal and you not do anything except for camp with somebody, or as elaborate as you want them to be. So she had arranged for us to make, I don't really know what she called them, but you took aluminum foil and she had some sausages, chicken sausage, and the other one, I don't know, just some regular sausage. And they had that all cut up. They had all kinds of vegetables. They had some potatoes cut up and cheese and I don't know what all, but you put it in the aluminum foil and then you wrapped it all up and you put it in the fire. And I, went ahead and I put some meat in there, some of the sausage, because I eat meat, and some cheese. I and a few vegetables, like some peppers and stuff, and put that on the fire, and we waited, and it was fantastic. I don't even know how this food, because the cheese kind of melted in with it and everything while it was laying in those coals, hot coals and stuff. It was good. So, so anyhow, and we all just talked. It was raining. It was raining when we got there, and it continued raining for that night and the next day. But we managed to have fun on both of those days. And uh, uh, so Judith stayed for the 2 nights, and it was time for her to go. And I helped her clean up the van and stuff where she had to return it because she has rented it. And it was sad. I actually got sad that she was leaving. I had told her, I says, oh, my Wendell's leaving, because she was my support. And yeah, she looked after me. And she's who arranged for it to happen. So, and I'm very thankful for it. Most of the meetups have been arranged by somebody, and I don't know. They're all pushing me to get out there, and I'm glad they are. So, she left, and then the weather was great for the next 2 nights. I got what did we do? Oh, there was one lady that I had my batons still in my camper from where I was at the Lulu's Way, and I did that baton thing. And the other lady, she said that she had twirled batons in high school, and she wanted to do it with me too. And her name was Vianne. Vianne. And so she said, go get your batons. And so at the campfire that other night, then she wanted us to twirl batons for everybody. And so, of course, I obliged. I know some people had recorded it. There's so many women, and I forget, and I don't want to be name dropping because I'm going to forget and leave somebody out. So I'm just going to kind of drop some of the names. I'll tell you who I went with at another time, but right now, I don't want to leave anybody out because they were all special. Bugs crawling all over me. So we did that. We did some other things. Oh, on that fourth Sunday. Well, anyways, what would have been the third night? Yeah. So it would be the third day too. Yeah. Duh. So we were going to, I got a call that morning. I still my camper. I had cleaned everything up, and it was just kind of relaxing. And my friend, another friend that I have, whose name is Glenna, called, and I'm looking at my phone and I'm saying, Glenna, how did she get my phone number? Because I wasn't even thinking of my friend Glenna, who was who lives in Florida and was here in Ohio. And so she calls and she asked me what I was going to be doing, and I says, I'm going to be painting rocks. And she wanted me to paint her a rock. So I did, but I haven't been able to give that to her. So, and then I painted a rock for Judith, and I painted one for myself. And I'll put them up there and show them to you. I had never painted a rock before, and I think I enjoyed it. I really did, and I plan on leaving this area. I am leaving this area. So I plan on getting me some rocks and painting them. I don't know why, and I don't know what I'm going to do with them. But I haven't done some crafts like that in a long time, so maybe it's time that I started something like that again. So hopefully this is less buggy. So what else did we do? Oh, then on the last night that we were there, Glenna wanted to go howl at the moon because it was a strawberry moon. And so we waited until later and walked down to the lake. And there was some people out on the lake. And they all came back off the lake and were kind of all around us because one of the gals said there was a big old spider in there. And I looked up spiders because at first she's describing it as black and hairy and huge. And I'm thinking the only thing I can think of is a wolf spider. But then another lady said there's probably a lake spider. So I looked them up, and you wouldn't believe it. They were like that big. So I understand why that gal was screaming and didn't want to stay out there anymore, because they had paddled out there so they could look at the moon from the lake, which they would have had a really good view because ours was kind of covered by trees, so we had to wait for quite some time for it to get out. Now I have sun blotching all over me. And when it did get out, we howled at the moon. So I'll put that up there too, or at the end or somewhere. So it was just a bunch of women just enjoying each other's company. We'd sat around the fire for the third and the fourth night because we could. There wasn't much reason to sit around a fire in the rain for the other two nights. So that it was enjoyable, rain or shine. It was the people and all the people that we met. And so on the day that we were going home, there was a group of us. Well, all were invited, but not everybody went. So we were going to go to the Cuyahoga Scenic Railway, and that is says Peninsula, Ohio or something. I don't know. So Glenna, Bonnie, Leslie, and Jolene, and Leslie's friend, Anne. No, what was her friend's name? Oh, I'm sorry, I forgot it. I really did. I don't know. It might have been Anne. She was a really sweet gal. So we weren't driving all together because it was quite a ways. I don't remember how long it took to get to there. And I was going to meet him up there, but I thought I'll just empty my gray tank and black tank while I'm here. I don't have a lot of stuff in it, but I didn't want to pay when I got home to go empty it. And so I went to the dump station. Everything was going fine because I have a macerator, which it pumps the stuff out. So it's really fast. You just hold the button. But Wendell always held the button, and I got down with the thing. So, it was away from me. Well, the trouble was I got close enough that I could reach the button and hold the thing, but it was a stretch. And it ended up, after I got finished, some stuff splashed on me. I freaked out. I don't know, if it was somebody else's stuff or my stuff or anything, but it had come clear up to my neck and area. And, it just splashed. Judith had later told me that it had happened to her too. That's why she had to go take a shower. So anyways, I got everything put away real fast and got into my camper. And right there, I did not move anywhere. I just showered in my camper. So I'm filling up the tank again. But I changed clothes, I showered, I washed my hair, and I was now running late. And the time that the train was coming, when I looked at the GPS, I was only going to get there 5 minutes before it left. And I'm thinking, oh my gosh, I'm just going to have to find their cars and put notes on it and say, SHIT happens, So, but I got there and the train wasn't there yet because it was running late. So I was trying to get into what said was the parking lot, and it was hard turn to get into that. And I got in there, and then there was a car blocking my way to get back out, and there was no spots. And this car wanted to back up. Well, I had nowhere to back to. And I'm like, oh my gosh, I've got to get somewhere and find a parking spot and get out of here. And Leslie rescued me. She was, my knight in shining armor. So she came and she got my money, and she was going to buy the ticket for me. And she had all the cars stopped that were in this spot, and she guided me out, through the grass and up over the thing. And I went on down to another overflow parking spot. And so they were looking out for me because they were wondering where I was at. And to just meet people that soon, and for them to actually, did I say that Bonnie was there too? Because I don't remember. Because Bonnie is who helped Glenna with everything. And it was at her campsite that we kept meeting at. And she was a wonderful person helping everybody out. And I don't want to forget her, And so anyways, but she went on the train with us too. So it was Glenna, Bonnie, Leslie, Jolene, Leslie's friend, and myself. And so I'll put pictures up there. But I only say their names so that you know who's in these pictures. And I just want to be friends with all of them. I hope so. I've already spoken with Glenna because she, says that she's not too far from me. And there's a high park. I think it's the parks, but it's really close to me. And she said we could meet there and walk or something. And I think I would like that. And I know that Leslie has went to the same rec center that is in the town that I live in. And so I'm thinking we could probably meet up there too. And the others, I'll just meet up when we have another Ohio meetup. I'm sure they'll go. So, yeah, it was an enjoyable time. And if you guys are out there and you're thinking about fixing up, because a lot of them just have their little minivans and just a place to sleep in there and stuff. And they're doing just fine. And you don't have to have nothing elaborate. Just go out and do it. And I got to thinking, once I get some stuff done, that sun was driving me crazy. Once I get some stuff done, I might even think about having a meetup. So, and we might meet. I don't know. But I'm trying to think. I probably forgot something that we did. And if I did, I'll write it down there somewhere. So that is what I did. It's another meetup under my belt. And, you know, there are so many of you that I would love to meet too, because I'm just finding I'm not meeting bad people, that's for sure. And you get so that you think that people are not very nice or something. And then you discover that they are. They're all really nice. So, oh, I'm starting to do some stuff around the house. So I'm going to take you on that. So that'll be something in an upcoming video. And because it's too hot for me to go camping, because I don't know where a cool place is. Maybe it could be maybe in Tennessee. It might be cooler up in the mountains. I'm not sure. So we'll see if I have any more adventures this summer or if I'm saving them till the fall. But anyways, there's tons of stuff I have to do out here in this yard, and I'm planning on bringing you all along. So remember to like my videos and subscribe so that if I do put up a video, you might be interested in it. And if not, just skim through it and wait for the next one, because I'm not going to do, everybody says have a niche for your videos. I just don't want to do that, because if you've been following me for very long, you know my brain is all over the place. So that's what Flew the Coop is about. It's just doing stuff. It's just getting out and doing something. And that's what I'm trying to do. And it's hard some days, and I just do it. So later, taters. Bye for now. We're at Bob Evans down on the farm. I asked my daughter, I says, can I sing in my videos? Or will people automatically turn off? And she said it'd be okay. I don't have the best voice, but it is what it is. And I'm gonna have fun. And there's my man.